You're talking about Abedi Pele and Asamoah Gyan. It's like you're comparing Cristiano Ronaldo abroad together with Don Bote or Chastela here. There's no linkage.
This comparison doesn't even arise from the word go. Never, never, never in the wildest of anybody's imagination must you mention Asamoah Gyan's name, mention Abedi Pele's name, and draw a correlation between the two by way of performance. See, Asamoah Gyan is the leading Africa's goal scorer, right, in the World Cup. He actually qualified Ghana to the FIFA Mundial on a number of occasions. Abedi Pele never got that lucky to send Ghana to the World Cup. But if you look at what Abedi Pele did in his heydays, Asamoah Gyan comes nowhere closer by way of the mastery of the craft, dribbling, being able to change the game in a twinkle of an eye, his command over the game, and the beauty display of stellar performances. You cannot just say that because Asamoah Gyan has sent Ghana to the World Cup on a number of occasions, you are comparing the two. No. To me, it's not even comparing apples with oranges. It's like comparing children to their parents. As who is older? Can you imagine? Asking a child and a father, who is older? That's what it's all about. But I'll forgive the Indomie generation because they didn't see Abedi Pele play. And the videos they see, the picture qualities are not that high. So we can forgive them. But to me...
So in your books,
no,
Asa comes nowhere close to the maestro.
Of course. We can say Abedi Pele won the Champions League, first Ghanaian to do so, and we can even say first African to do so, right? We can say all that. But the point I'm making is that if you look at it's the same comparison between Ronaldo and Messi. Many tell you that Messi is the football god, right? Because of what he's able to do with the ball. That's the point. When you come down to Ghana, that's the point. When Abedi Pele gets hold of the ball, you see, he actually makes love to the ball, the football. That's the point we make it. But we can forgive the Indomie generation. Let's go ahead and then make these fanciful arguments about Asamoah. Even Asamoah Gyan himself, right, will spit in faces if these questions are put before him, because he knows very well that, yeah, he has his own laurels. He's done remarkably well, but for the penalty he missed, he would have been to the semi-finals of the World Cup before Morocco, right? But of course, yes, so we're not holding that against him. But the point I'm making is that as at the time Abedi Pele emerged, what he did and how he did it, right? He won African Cup of Nations. How many times African Footballer of the Year? Yes. So has Asa ever been voted as African Footballer of the Year? No. The day you at the point was even voted as the BBC African Footballer of the Year. Yes. So I beg, drop the comparison.
Abedi Pele. Abedi Pele love Palace. Abedi Pele Palace biscuits. Charlie. Abedi Pele was too much. I think Abedi Pele led us to an AFCON, right?
He even won an AFCON.
And won an AFCON for us, right? Yeah, so in terms of trophies and accolades for Ghana, I think Abedi Pele has the edge over Asamoah Gyan because he won an AFCON with Abedi Pele, just that he never went to the World Cup. But with Asamoah Gyan, you know, he sort of puts Ghana on the map, qualifying to the World Cup multiple times. I think he's Ghana's all-time leading goal scorer. And I think I'll be a little biased towards Asamoah Gyan because I saw him play a lot. Yes, I saw Abedi Pele play, but you know, I was very, very young. You know, I was a small boy. We all knew about Abedi Pele. He was arguably the most famous Black Stars player that we have. You know, so we all grew up loving Abedi Pele. But with Asamoah Gyan, with Abedi Pele, you know, I saw him, you know, snippets of him playing. I remember a little bit of that. But with Asamoah Gyan, I sort of saw, you know, his career progress and how far he took the Black Stars. He's arguably the best striker that Ghana has ever had, you know, taking us to World Cup, scoring goals, being the top scorer, and all of that. So I think Asamoah Gyan has the edge, if you ask me. In terms of greatest of all time for the Black Stars, I would pick Asamoah Gyan over Abedi Pele. Taking nothing away from Abedi Pele, of course, Abedi Pele is great. In terms of accolades and winning trophies for Ghana, Abedi Pele is on top. Unfortunately, Asamoah Gyan has never won any trophy for Ghana before, has he? No, he's not. And Abedi Pele's son, the day has won a trophy for Ghana. That's the Under-20 World Cup. But we are not talking about him. On that score, he has produced a son who has won an Under-20 World Cup for us. But in terms of the two players, I think that's how I'll put the argument. In terms of accolades and winning trophies, Abedi Pele is there because he's won AFCON for Ghana. But in terms of overall impact, you know, globally and all of that, I think I'll go for Asamoah Gyan.
So you know Asamoah Gyan over Pele.
Asamoah Gyan over Pele. Asamoah Gyan over Baby Jet. Baby Jet. Uyobo.
Yeah,
you're talking about Abedi Pele and Asamoah Gyan. It's like you're comparing Cristiano Ronaldo abroad together with Don Bote or Chastela here. There's no linkage. The dichotomy is so big that you can't compare Abedi Pele. Are you Pele? Really? These are the people who played with, you know, the likes of Tony Yeboah and the likes. I'm going to talk about Asamoah Gyan. Just had it for. You see, this argument we shouldn't make. When you even come to the music industry, it's like comparing Obrafo and Sarkodie. I heard a friend of mine saying Obrafo, what's the name? Sarkodie is better than Obrafo. There's no linkage here. In football also, you talk of Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi comparing to Chastela or Don Bote in our time. There's a vast dichotomy. So I don't even want to start this conversation. There's a vast dichotomy. You talk about Abedi Pele playing with the Tony Yeboah guys, you know, playing with Siki Akono. These are key players. These are just few I just mentioned. Asamoah Gyan, name them. Played with Michael Essien or Stephen Appiah. No. You can't compare them. You understand me? So this argument shouldn't even be made or be even thought of. To even talk of. You understand me? Abedi Pele's record. Look at the record. Abedi Pele didn't even play most of these European countries. Asamoah Gyan went to England, played with Sunderland, went to Arab and played with other countries. But you still can't compare. You talk about goals, talk about skills. It's just that, you know, this generation, the Indomie generation, the children were like, oh, Charlie. Yeah, Asamoah Gyan is the best striker. You talk of the goal he scored against USA in the quarterfinals. You talk about some goals he scored also friendly with the England national team. So you might think, oh, Asamoah Gyan is the best. Look at Abedi Pele. Go and look at Abedi Pele's record. There's a vast dichotomy. You can't compare Abedi Pele to Asamoah Gyan. So please, this argument shouldn't be made anywhere. It's like comparing, you understand me, I even give you a scenario. Okay, living in the media industry, we talk of Anita Eskin. Comparing to someone like me. No.